Yo, we live. You're now listening to Volume 153 of the Bucket Up Podcast. Here with your boy Ty Doyle, aka DJ Buttersauce, aka Ty Lante, aka your mom got me listed as her emergency contact. And I'm here as always with the homie, the kid JB. Was good.
Happy to be here, man. It's me, the kid JB. Could have been right last week. Not because I'm always right, but when I'm right, I tend to remind others that, that was the path I chose to correct this. But yeah, man, living good. Puff Armstrong as we're here medically and recreationally legal in the state of Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Showing some love to some brands that have been sending me some product. Shouts to that on the medicinal tip. But yeah, man, I'm a little salty as, carrying on and crossing over and carrying over from what we talked about last week. Some of the stuff is kind of, boiling up, leading up to possibly taking the shine away from my birthday week. That is this week. So I'm doing good, man. It's me. Like I said, the kid JB, but most importantly, how you doing, son?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. I'm chilling. If people have been keeping up with the YouTube, they've probably been noticing how my background been changing over the last couple of weeks. But we got the baby crib set up right behind me. Got the changing table to the, I guess, to the right of me, to the left on the screen or whatever the hell. And so yeah, I've been doing that all MLK Day weekend. Getting ready for this baby on the way. But I'm just chilling, bro, watching football. The My Ravens lost yesterday, so that wasn't fun. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Fucking Bills fans. I got a lot of Bills homies, so I'm happy for them. But almost everybody who ever annoyed me in high school and in college are Bills fans. So it's not. I'm not as happy for them. You know what I mean? But I'm happy for my homies because it's been a while. They're poverty franchise for like 30 years. So
Yeah, I mean, and geographically speaking, I am from the state of New York, so I can rep the Bills. You know what I'm saying? I
only
hope the
only New York team they will tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Because my team plays in Jersey, but also will tell you good luck finding another stadium in Manhattan or somewhere.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
right.
saying? Yeah, dude, they can't even get like $15 an hour pass. You think they're gonna get like a stadium? Fam, come on.
Yeah, nah,
Y'all don't know how this economics works. All right, read a book. But
exactly not.
yeah, at least, hey, man, sports are cool though. Yankees got some players. Things are kind of still up in the air with basketball. It's weird, man. Like we're like 5 games, no, more than 5 games in, 15 games in, 20 games in, or whatever, and teams are already getting games canceled and stuff because of COVID. And it's
Mhm.
like cue the the soundtrack from like a '90s sitcom. Here we go again.
Right, like it's like motherfuckers getting sick, and it's like you know what I mean? Like
Did I do that?
and the
Like yes,
fucking the weird laugh track in the background. You know what I mean?
yeah. You
Yeah.
got
Then you
sister being like, "Go home, COVID."
right. uh, Honestly though, obviously we don't want to digress too much because we're trying to do a quick pod, actually, but um it's kind of funny. Like I feel like the sports are always kind of a microcosm for our country, but more so with this, with how these sports leagues are just kind of pushing on and trying to soldier through in the middle of a pandemic, like nothing's happening. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what our country's doing. So it's not too far off, man. Just trying to get the money, I guess.
And they're sprinkling like distractions our way. Like, hey, I know a lot of people are dying from COVID, but look at Tom Brady. He's 43 and
Yeah,
he's
he's
still
chilling.
playing
It's
football. You
it's
know what I'm
because he
saying?
eats fucking bananas, or he doesn't eat bananas and avocados, bro. It's just
You know what I'm saying? He drinks
he
his milk. He eats his cereal plain.
right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what it is, bro. Flaxseed and hyperbolic chamber. That's what he is. He
You know what I'm
just
saying? He
sleeps in the
sleeps standing
hyperbolic
up.
chamber.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I mean, yeah, sports in itself being a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of distractions, vision. Shouts to me. I got new glasses. You know what I'm saying?
They look exactly
Visually
the
speaking,
same.
that's what I was going for.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Shouts to my homie Pablo. We've shouted him out on the pod before. He's Pablo the rapper, you know what I'm saying, in the streets. And he hooked it up and he was telling me, he's like, bro, I made sure to stick to the brand. You know what I'm saying? I know what the buckets look for. I know what the beard and the glasses go for. So so respect the brand. So shouts to that. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, in a COVID world. I try not to be as social, obviously bopping around places, but the few places like I go, eye doctor, you know what I'm saying? I tend to be myself. I talk to as many people as I can in that spot. And one of them shouts to, Pablo spreading the word about the Bucket Up podcast and telling others like, oh, yo, his shit's really funny, which, hey, it's subjective, but what I'm saying?
Thanks, obviously.
And yeah. So I was trying to explain our content to one of the coworkers there, and she thought it was really funny. And then some dude interjected that also worked there, and he's like, "Yo, that's really cool content. Like, that reminds me of a show on HBO that you should watch. It's called How To with John Wilson." And I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
"All right, I'll give it a go. What's it about?" And he said, "It's literally kind of what you just said. It's about everyday life stuff that people don't really have enough to discuss, but they definitely feel a type of way. And
Mm-hmm.
for example, and sure as shit, like he was right. One of the examples, one of the episodes is small talk, how to make small talk, which is something we've definitely talked on the pod before.
Yep.
Um, it was how to split a bill, and we've definitely talked about that on the pod before.
Mm-hmm.
There's another episode like ways to improve your memory, and that episode was kind of unique because it talked about how these products that we grew up with stick in our brain a certain way, and we convince ourselves they're designed a way, but they never were. So, for example, I don't know that cereal with the sun, Raisin Bran, I think the
Oh, the
sun.
gross cereal that nobody should ever eat. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't know
It's
of it
like
because I don't eat
it's
it.
the sun and it's holding the raisin and it's pouring it in.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
apparently, through our brains, we always thought that he had sunglasses, right? The sun did.
Yeah, did we?
I guess that's what people thought. But no, apparently the sun never has sunglasses. And this dude,
Oh.
there's a large body of people that actually like are convinced that the government's doing this to play mind tricks on us.
Is it the Mandela effect shit of like
Exactly, the Mandela effect. Yeah.
how people thought that not Shaq but fucking Sinbad was in a genie movie. Like everybody kind of has that feeling like, oh yeah, wasn't Sinbad in like a movie in the genie movie? And it's like, no, he never was. It was Shaq in Shazam, but like for some reason a lot of people think that. Or is it like the Bernstein Bears or something like that? And it's just I don't know if it's not that, it's
Yeah, the
something else.
Berenstain
they're,
Bears.
they're the Berenstain Bears,
Yeah,
but
it's the
everybody
everyone
thinks it's
thought
the
it was the
Bernstein.
Berenstain. Yeah, it's Berenstain. And
Mm-hmm.
then there's like some of them I'm even, victim of like Costco. Like, where did the T go? It used to be cost, like COST co. People
Oh
just chop
yeah.
that shit and just
Even now, you just said that. I was like,
Costco.
I mean, when I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, Costco. But Costco sound like it should have been that, right? 'Cause what the hell is Costco?
Right, right.
You
You know
think
what I'm saying? What's
not that
right?
not that Costco would have made sense either because it's like cost company. What the fuck does that mean? You know what I mean? But what the fuck does cost company mean? I don't know.
Right. Like Cosmic, the Cosmos,
Mhm.
Costco. Like I don't know. But yeah, so there was that one. And then Febreze, bro. This one was real. I'm not gonna front. I'm on their side about this one. Febreze. I always thought it always had the two E's on it, but apparently they don't. It just has one. Febreze. And I was like, nah, that's bullshit because my homie Leo, his middle name is Febreze. It's like Haitian. And he
Okay.
always does, and he jokes about it being like, "Yo, I'm Leo Febreze," and that's why he goes. His nickname was Febreze, and I'm like,
Okay.
"See, so I know Febreze had always had two e's in it."
I
You know what
feel
I'm
like
saying?
that's not
But
definitive
now,
evidence that it had two E's in it. Like, very
it's
anecdotal, I
definitely
guess.
anecdotal. Yep.
Um,
Yeah, but hey, unless Leo changed his middle name, and I don't have an idea about that. So
See, now I'm like, is this Mandela effect or is it just like people can't spell? Because I think that's, what I'm
I
saying,
don't know.
or we just you do know how to spell, and so you just spell these brands like how you would think they're spelled, but you're just not looking at it, so you don't know how they're spelled. You know what I mean?
And then there was one that I think.
Just power through
Well, I'm convinced that it's how it's spelled. Like it could. Yes, I
Well,
mean,
like
obviously, we can
Febreze
convince
should be spelled with
ourselves.
two E's, right? Because
Right.
Breeze has two E's in it, but not no Breeze. Wait, not I'm confused because like the quarterback Breeze, who just they just lost in playoffs, so R.I.P. his career.
Yeah.
But like Breeze and then That's what I always think of when I think of Breeze. Is Breeze the
It does
quarterback?
have two
But
E's. Breeze,
yeah. That one's
right?
two E's. But I'm like regular Breeze, like a Breeze way. Is there a Z in regular? Now I'm like, I don't know if I can spell, bro.
Mm,
This shit got me
true. I
all.
don't know.
It got me all
But then,
discombobulated.
so for Breeze, but the one that really did also mess with me is the stovetop, like stovetop stuffing. I think it was never made by Stofers. I think it was made by like another company, like Hilltime or something. But people just convinced it that it was Stofers.
Well, because it's
But it was
stove top,
it
stove
was
first.
that's that's what it was. Kraft. It was made by Kraft, but people think it's Stofers.
Mm, okay.
Mm.
It's,
So check it out. It's a good show.
all right. I
So
did. Yeah. I feel like is it
that's
just
my show
HBO
review.
HBO Max or HBO like in general? Like is it like the new like is it super new HBO Max or is it more like it's been on HBO for a while?
Um, I don't think it's necessarily a new show, but it's on HBO Max.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if it's
Okay.
a new
Yeah.
release or something, but
Definitely.
I check it out. It's good. There's like 5 episodes.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, I did a couple. You know, I watched a movie and a TV show, so I guess I can give my review on those joints. The TV show that I watched was WandaVision, which actually dropped Friday. Was highly anticipated for the Marvel people. I feel like I felt like going into it, it was gonna be pretty like divisive in terms of some people were gonna like it, some people weren't because it just was weird and so it ended up being what I thought. Like it was like I don't want to get into spoilers or anything, but the first two episodes are pretty much uh they're they look more like olden time TV. Like you ever watch Bewitched or I Love Lucy?
Yeah, I Love Lucy was cool. I didn't watch Bewitched.
Yeah, I feel like there was a point. I feel like everybody who grew up, I guess probably same age as me, who grew up without cable, had to watch like all the random shit. So like sometimes, you had to figure out what was actually on that you could watch that wasn't fucking paid programming. And so there was a point where I don't remember what channel it was, but one of the motherfuckers used to play like older like episodes of Bewitched and older episodes of I Dream of Jeannie and I Love Lucy. So it's like I would catch episodes of that because it's like there's nothing fucking else on. You know what I mean? So I get the vibe of them joints. Um, but yeah, so it was kind of the first two episodes are kind of in that frame. Like they did it literally. Like it doesn't. If you have like a big screen TV, it had it in like standard definition. I heard that the way that they filmed it was they used the old cameras and everything. But yeah,
Mm.
so it's a little weird because it's supposed to be like a superhero like TV show, but you don't know what the fuck's going on because you're like they're running it like it's literally an episode of I Love Lucy. You know what I mean? And so I
Oh,
feel
okay.
like yeah, it was definitely a weird start, and so I can see how people can watch that and be like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like I know you're not a Marvel person, so you're not gonna check it out anyway. But I feel like if you watch it, and even if you fuck with Marvel, you'd be like, yeah, you, especially you high and shit, you're like, yo, what the fuck is this? You're like,
I'm like,
hey
I gotta
man,
get
I
my
don't,
TV checked out. This is a bad
yeah, like
quality,
this
son.
this is a fucking wait, this something else? Like I'm confused. Yeah, so it's a little weird, but I think it's all gonna tie in later on in the season. So people gotta I feel like I don't know if they did this on purpose, but you people gotta stick it out to find out what's going on. But I get that people are gonna be jumping ship. So I don't really have like a straight up like, oh yeah, I feel like everybody who wanted to watch it went and watched it. If you've been on the fence, I would say if you on the fence, I would say wait a couple weeks. Like, you know what I mean? Wait until other episodes come out, and then we'll know how if it gets better. And then by that point, you could just binge watch that shit. You know what I mean? And which I think a lot of people
All right.
kind of prefer just to binge watch. But I know with Marvel, it's kind of iffy because people like to be up to date on that shit, on the superhero comic book shit, and they don't want to be too far behind. But yeah, I would say wait at least wait like till it's like halfway through, and you can kind of binge the other one half and then come back to it or some shit. You know what I mean?
These shows kind of remind me of like those dudes that try to push like those stocks on Facebook that are like, yo, you would have been happy that you jumped on this early, dog. So make sure
It's
you
some
tuned
yeah, I
in
guess
because when it gets crazy, you're not gonna know what's going on. All right, you're gonna
right.
wish you got on this early.
See, but I feel like that used to be the case back in the day, right? Like fucking 2009 Lost is out, and you can't just jump in the middle of the fucking season on Lost. Where I don't know if you ever watched Lost. I've never watched it, but I know what kind of show it is. You know what I mean? It's like one of those shows where it's like a whole mystery shit, and you can't just like pop in season three
Yeah.
and be like, oh yeah, let me rock. Like, you know what I mean? Like it would just be
Yeah. You
you'd
can
be
read Lord of the
fucking
Flies and you'd be good though.
yeah, well, yeah, it's probably the same shit. But you would hop in
Yeah.
there and not no pun intended, but you'd be fucking lost on what the hell is going on. But and it's not like you can go and binge watch that shit at the end of the season. You're just like, I fucking missed it, and you gotta fucking maybe you can buy the box set from Target, but who the fuck does that? Like, have you ever bought like the DVD? I've only bought like one TV show DVD box set, and that was Always Sunny. That's the only thing I bought a bunch of DVDs for. And I think I bought like the first 5 seasons, and that was it. You know what I mean?
I think that's before streaming, obviously.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This was
I
all
definitely
before
bought.
streaming. My dad
Yeah,
bought the Chappelle
I
Show back in the day.
shouts to
Had the
that.
Chappelle Show on
I
DVD.
will say, when I got my shoulder surgery, I knew I was gonna be like rocking for a while, so I literally bought all the seasons of Friday Night Lights.
There
That was my shit.
you go. Yeah, and that ended up being on Netflix, so you would have been fucking like good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, no. Nowadays you can just go back and fucking binge everything from whatever streaming, whether it's on Netflix or Hulu or fucking Disney Plus or whatever, fucking Amazon Prime, Peacock, Paramount Plus, or whatever the fuck. Yeah, they got everything, bro. CBS Plus, fucking Plus, everything. It's just gonna be cable again. um, but
And they're
yeah,
just gonna be like, I gotcha.
yeah, that's what it's gonna be. We're gonna be paying for so many subscriptions. It's just cable again. But yeah, that's my show review. Uh, I would say wait and see on WandaVision, and then the movie that I watched was The High Note. Me and Katie watched it like sometime last week. It got Dakota Johnson, the chick from 50 Shades of Grey, if you had the misfortune of watching that like I did. And it had Tracy Ellis Ross, who's from Blackish and Girlfriends back in the day on UPN. And she stars as like she pretty much plays what her mom is, Diana Ross. She plays like an older legendary singer who's in her 40s or 50s at this point, and kind of like she's just been kind of touring off of her old stuff because she was getting up in age, and like her label and her agent is kind of pushing her towards doing the older people circuit of like getting a residency in Las Vegas and kind of cashing up, just coasting on the shit you've done before and not really worry about looking forward. And then Dakota Johnson plays her assistant who actually wants to be like a producer and shit, but she's just kind of doing the assistant job to kind of break in. And she tries to like find ways to sneak in and produce Tracy Ellis Ross's stuff. And she ends up, I mean, that kind of, I don't want to give away too much of the movie, but like, that kind of ends up being her way to try to get in. But then she realized that she can't just do it that way, and she has to go out and try to find her own talent. And so it kind of goes through the motions of that. And honestly, I saw the was it the fucking preview for it way back in fucking like fucking the beginning of the pandemic, because I think it came out last May, but it just got on HBO Max, and I was like, oh, that's a random movie. Like I thought it would be like whatever, and then me and Katie saw it. I was like, all right, we could just watch it because we ain't got shit to watch. And I feel like the movie was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. Obviously, I don't know. It just ended up being a better movie. I can't describe it. You know what I mean? Ended up being pretty good. So I would say if you ain't got really anything to do and you want to catch a movie, I know we all stuck in the house, or unless you're, the multitude of
Should
people
be.
I see on Snapchat going out to restaurants all the time and chilling
Yeah,
in
it's
clubs and
disgusting.
shit, which is crazy. But yeah, I would say definitely you could check that shit out if you got HBO Max. Um, I think it's like 2 hours or so or something like that. I give it like 3.8 out of 5 bucket hats. So like a 70 something. You know what I mean?
It's generous.
Um,
Speaking
Side
of
note, not to
concerts,
go.
your boy,
Go ahead. We were about to go into a tangent,
what
but
was
you
it?
got it.
Uh,
I was
no,
just
man,
gonna.
Sada Baby, your boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No, no, you got it. You
You
got
go.
it.
No, I was just saying, Sada Baby. No, you just made me think of the concert. Sada Baby, it was throwing a concert out here in Arizona, and it was
Uh
fucking
huh.
packed, and we're like one of the hottest states. Carry on. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no,
Disgusting.
highest COVID rates in the world right now. Fire shit. And Sada's my dude, but
We
Jesus.
out here.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Sada's definitely my
Flex
dude, but
other
what the
states.
fuck? Um, yeah, and I was just gonna
We in a
say that
pandemic.
I was literally it's funny because I was gonna go into literally something to say, but I don't know if you saw the Bow Wow concert in Houston where everybody's packed in, and I'm like, yo, Bow Wow, my dude, and let me hold you down as a fucking banger. And he got bangers, but I'm not risking my life to hear Bow Wow in 2021, bro. I'm not to
Nah,
hear
I
the
was saying
concert,
Bow Wow,
bro.
son.
And the
Let
thing,
me hold you.
let me hold you down, down, round, banana, nana for fun. And I mean, again, it's a banger, but yeah,
It's
not
just
risking,
COVID bouncing around the party.
I'm not risking COVID to sing banana, nana for fun. Nah, bro. That shit, Houston,
He
that
does
shit
have
was.
a song. He does have a song called "Get You Out of My System," which would
He
slap around
does.
COVID times.
It would. That's how you keep it out. Should change it to keep you out of my system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Mm.
yeah, nah, I don't understand it. You gotta get out the house to go to a Bow Wow concert in a panty. That's absurd to
Mm.
me. Same thing with Sada.
That's
Like again,
priorities, son.
Sada my dude, but I don't need like you know what I'm saying. I don't need to catch Rona just so I can be like they want to see me do my dance. Like I don't need it. Like I can do that at the crib.
I
especially
don't get it,
especially
man. But hey, that's just me.
and you know I'm never one of these dudes during regular life in terms of I wouldn't go to a concert anyway, but you know how you hear that guy was like, yeah, I don't like rap concerts because they just do the track in the back and then they just rap over it, like they don't even be taking the words out sometimes. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of annoying. Like obviously it's better if there's a band and shit, but it's like motherfuckers risking it to just see a dude rap over his tracks from a DJ. Like it's not even close to worth it, bro.
And most of his
It's not
homies just on the stage, just saying like
hyping it
repeating
up.
like the end of the chorus. Yeah.
Like just risk like you go into the concert just to throw bowls with people, everybody sweating all over each other and shit, and then you get fucking water thrown on you. Like it's just awful. Not yeah, like I get it
Yeah.
that these artists got to make their money, and so like it's hard for me to blame them as much because I know that they got to make money and there's nobody helping anybody out right now. But yeah, it just sucks. You know what I mean?
Hey man, that's why you get it on the streams. You go digital, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to the Double Up Podcast. Visuals,
There
baby.
we
We
go.
out
There
here.
we go.
You know, we stay winning in the crib, son. Hey, I love staying home, man. So double down. You know, we out
The
here with the
crib.
ring light, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, in the crib, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
But yeah, no, shouts to that, bro. Speaking of like, you know, extravaganzas, usually people party on their birthday, you know.
Hmm.
I'm the birthday bitch coming up, you know what I'm saying, this week.
South South to the
This
birthday, bitch. I don't know that
you
song.
know
How
what
that
I'm
song go?
saying? Bust it. Anyway, so nah.
Oh, you should have put that on the
So
rundown,
you know,
man.
facts, the bust it facts. I'm already fed up.
Yeah.
I will say I've been seeing like the food ones. Those are awesome. Keep those
The
up. You know what I'm
food
saying?
buses?
Those.
I haven't seen that. What's that? They just crack open a lobster. Like it's just they fucking around with the lobster with the crab leg, and it's like bust it,
Yeah, that's the one I posted.
they dip it down, and then it's just them cracking open the crab leg.
Exactly,
Jesus.
word for word. That's exactly it, bro. It's fire. So with that, yeah, shouts to that. But
Hmm.
nah, my birthday's coming up this Wednesday. There's another day that's coming on. That's pretty anticipated this Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying
Hmm.
to get it hyped up, going for the last 4 years, and it's finally coming. You know, on top of the craziness we spoke on last week, you know, the domestic terrorists, the white MAGA people just going crazy. And this, you know, this week, unfortunately, there's like scares and threats of even more uproars and stuff approaching
Yeah, that
other
shit's crazy.
states on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? They all this just for my birthday. There's nothing else popping
Mm.
that day that they would get them mad.
Mm.
So nah, man,
Not
I
the
was just saying,
inauguration
dude,
or
like,
nothing.
so with that, nah, that's later. They're talking about my birthday. So So yeah, man. So I'm a little upset because last year my birthday was overshadowed due to impeachment, and this year dude got impeached again. But now the inauguration's gonna overshadow my birthday, so I'm a little salty. So I wanted to tell a story about a time where something else negative, subjectively or positive to other people, ruined someone's birthday.
Okay.
And you know what? It happens clearly. So this was a couple years ago, back in college. It was one of our friends' birthdays. I won't say her name, but it was a girl, and she was into country music, and she really wanted to go to this bar called Toby Keith's. The country singer. They had a
Mm-hmm.
bar out here. Their selling point was the guitar. The bar was shaped of a Toby Keith bar, or the bar was shaped in the shape of a Toby Keith guitar, which cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but mind you, they really wanted me and my boy Cyrus to go. And mind you, Cyrus is Persian. I'm Jewish. We're always like, we always gathered in we always minded our audience and other in places where we shouldn't be. Long story short, I didn't feel like me and Cyrus should be at this country bar because A, we don't like country music, and B, I used to work in that area and I knew the type of clientele that went in there, and I was like,
I
I
mean,
just
I
don't
know
want to
just
be
because you're
in that
telling me it's
crowd.
a country bar, so I
Exactly.
already know
So
what
me
that
and
means.
Cyrus said up and down, we're like, hey, it's your birthday. We understand. How about me and Cyrus go get sushi with you guys first, and then you girls can go to the country bar, do a girls' night. No, we want you guys to come, blah, blah, blah. We're like, it's not a good idea. And then we like, you know what? It's not about us. Maybe we'll just go, maybe we're just making a bigger deal than it is. It's not our birthday. Let's just go. So
Right.
mind you, we already stick out like a sore thumb. Everyone's dressed up with country hats and flannel. Me and Cyrus, I got my Yankee fitted. You know what I'm saying? He's got like, he rocked his Redskins hat. He's from DC. So we're repping our hometowns. We're out here. You know what I'm saying? Definitely don't belong in the sitting. Um, we're in there for like 10 minutes, and I already see Cyrus getting escorted out, and I was like, "Yo, what happened?" And I'm like asking, I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" They're like, "Oh, your boy's too drunk. He stumbled." And I know, dude. And I was like, nah, he didn't even start drinking yet. We just got here. He was probably Cyrus was dancing to make fun of the country music. So I was like, nah, he was just dancing, trying to be funny. They're like, no, he's too drunk. He stumbled. I was like, I'm telling you, this dude. And Cyrus the whole time is like, yo, I'm not too drunk. We just got here. I haven't drank anything yet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but they wanted to just get this dude up out of here because he was brown. You know what I'm saying?
Oh well, yeah.
And
That's not.
I mean, not extreme, but already like they just didn't want him there. And
Yeah.
so Cyrus is like, mind you, the guy's like holding Cyrus's wrist or hand, and
Oh, there's that. They're
he's
like
like,
putting
all right, bro,
hands on dude. That it was that serious?
yeah, like holding him, like, hey, he's got to go. And Cyrus is like, yo, I'm with a group. Can I just at least tell my group of friends that I'm getting kicked out. I'm not even wanting to be here. Like, you're doing me a favor. And the
Yeah.
dude was like, no, you're too drunk. And he's like, the fuck? How am I too drunk? I'm like talking to you right now. Like, what you mean? And he wouldn't let go of Cyrus's hand. Like he was his dad, like holding his hand, like, you're in trouble, mister. And it was corny, right? So
Yeah.
Cyrus asked him twice, like, all right, man, like, you can tell me what you need to tell me, but can you just like let go of me? This is like weird. Like, let go of me.
Yeah. It's hella weird.
And he wouldn't let go of him, right? And then Cyrus asked twice. So on the third time, Cyrus got impatient and just pushed dude, like, yo, get the fuck off me, and pushed dude. And at that point, once he put hands on the bouncer, two other bouncers jumped in and grabbed Cyrus, right?
Hmm.
But I grabbed Cyrus by the waist. They're pulling Cyrus by the arms, right? And we're pulling him in different directions. And meanwhile, all the momentum, we go backwards into the door and we fall out into the street, right?
Oh.
Um, and at this point, it's like 3-on-2, but then my boy, three of us. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, and we're now on the street, kind of, not in the street, but the parking lot, like scrimmaging. It was like raining that night, so everyone's like messy, and we all fell over when because it was like three dudes trying to pull one person. The cops come automatically and throw Cyrus in handcuffs just because we looked like we were fighting with the bouncers or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Cyrus is like, all went from going to the bathroom to getting thrown out of the club to like being arrested just in a matter of like a 10-minute swing.
And he wasn't even drunk.
uh, no,
That's
wasn't even drunk, bro. Just
crazy.
I know. So then the girl whose birthday, all of it, comes running out. And she's like, "What's going on? It's my birthday. Why are you guys doing this to my friends?" Blah blah. Blah. And we're just like, it's a little late for that. Like,
Like, you should have needed to come in a little earlier. I mean, I guess I should just dip, man.
right. But then I was trying to get him out of it. So then everything clears. The cops finally let go out. Let Cyrus go. We catch an Uber, or not even an Uber. We catch a cab on the way home,
Mm.
and we both just turn around to like our homie that the birthday girl. We're just like, so what did we learn tonight? like, like maybe we listen to Jesse and Cyrus every now and then. Like,
Right.
yeah. So we ruined her birthday, and we didn't even mean to. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. That's crazy. I'm trying to think of if I have any stories of other people ruining other people's birth. I mean, I've had stories of people ruining other people's good times, but that happens all the fucking time, right? I guess I ruined my own birthday one time, if that's possible. I don't know if I ever told you the story of it was like I had moved here not too long ago. Um and we went out for my birthday, but my birthday was Sunday. We went out on a Saturday, and it was Trav, the producer Trav, and a couple of homies. Obviously, Katie came, and we went down to Tempe to fucking what's the spot called with the daiquiris? Fat Tuesdays.
Okay.
So we went to Fat Tuesdays. It was cool, you know what I mean? We went to Fat Tuesdays. I ordered like a strawberry mango daiquiri, and they brought out a strawberry daiquiri and then a mango daiquiri. And so I was like, all right, I guess I'm eating. I guess I'm doing two fucking daiquiris. And the thing about this place, I know because you live here and you've been to probably Fat Tuesday before, but there they do like all the daiquiris kind of got like Everclear or some shit in it. It got like they do this shit with like the wild hard liquor, so it's like super strong. But yeah, so I had the two
Yeah.
strawberry, I had the two daiquiris, and then Trav bought me a fucking Henny and Coke that I had at the Fat Tuesdays, and then they got me a shot of Four Horsemen. I don't know if you know what the Four Horsemen shot is. It's like I
It
think it's
sounds dangerous.
I'm pretty sure it's like whiskey, bourbon, fucking uh whiskey, bourbon, like tequila and some other shit, like four liquors that are just gross and just nobody should ever fucking drink it. And so yeah, I drank that. That was fucking awful. And it was so we're chilling. Obviously, I'm starting to fucking feel it. And we're like, all right, let's go to another bar. So we go back, we go from Tempe all the way back to fucking the west side, and we go to this place, this other random bar that's kind of by because I wanted to do karaoke. We are gonna go to another bar, so we're like, nah, let's go to this one. We go there. I have two tall whiskey sours there. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, whatever. Two of those, I'm fucking gone by this point. And then we go to another bar, the fucking karaoke bar, where I drink one fucking what's it called? The Long Island iced teas. And then I ordered another one, and I was like up and shit, and I knocked over the fucking Long Island iced tea. And then I knocked it over, and I was like, Katie. I blamed it on her. And she's like, what? And the waitress was like right there. So she like knew that I did it. So she was like, what the fuck? And so yeah, I'm fucking gone, like super smashed at this point. And everybody's trying to leave. And I'm like, nah, I'm trying to do karaoke. And so I like got up there and they were playing Started from the Bottom. So I was just like up there drunk as shit, like started. And they're like, all right, we trying to go. Like started from the bottom, now we here. and, and then we finally dip. And they finally get me like to leave. And like we're on our way home, and somebody was it Trav's aunt and uncle, they showed up to the karaoke bar. They were with us for a little bit, and they gave me a birthday present, and there was a Pikachu hat, like a Pikachu snapback. And so like on the ride back, I had the Pikachu hat on, and I was just like drunk as shit, like Pikachu, just for no fucking reason. And then Adele came on, and I was like, "Yo, fucking Adele, bro!" Like who? And then somebody was like, "I don't really like this song," and I was like, "Who don't like Adele, B?" Like I'm gonna fucking fight you, fucking like ride out for it. Down. I was like, yo, fucking turn that shit up. And then I'm fucking singing Adele loud as shit, just drunk as hell. And then like they like they wanted to go, so I wanted to go somewhere else, but obviously everybody else wanted to go home because I'm drunk as shit. And so they tried to drop us off at the apartment, and like Katie's kind of fed up with me because I'm drunk as hell. And so I get out the car and I'm like I'm acting like I'm mad for no fucking reason at all. And I'm like, I'm gonna piss on this car right here. And Katie's like, what? And like, nah, I'm gonna piss on this car. And then my friend Matt got out the car. I was like, yo, Ty, go inside. Like, what the hell are you doing? And then I just remember like going up to the stairs and Katie was mad at me. I was like, you know what? I'm like, I'm mad too. I'm gonna sleep on the couch. And so I like pulled out the couch bed and shit. And I laid down on it and I was like, nah, fuck that shit. I ain't sleeping on the couch. And I just went into the room and like passed out. And then again, like I remember I told you that wasn't even my birthday. That was like the day before. And the next day was supposed to be my birthday. And Katie's like aunt and uncle said they were gonna make me like a seafood like dinner for my birthday. And I was fucking excited for that shit. But obviously I was so fucking drunk from the night before that like I woke up mad hungover. We went to Fry's on the way over to her aunt and uncle's house, and I threw up in that bitch, like in the bathroom. Like I didn't even make it to the toilet. I like threw up on the floor, and I was like, "Fuck!" And like I was so sick that I could barely like enjoy the fucking like crab legs and shit. It was terrible. But yeah, that's my
Clean up
long
in
winded.
aisle 3.
That's my long-winded time of me ruining my own birthday. So I should have just
Circle back
honestly
to the
take it back
I
to
was gonna
what?
say cue the '90s theme track of someone being like, "Today's my day off," like looking at your vomit on the floor.
I feel awful, bro. I still feel bad. Whoever ended up, I don't mean obviously who knows they ever hear this podcast, but like whoever ended up cleaning that shit up, my bad, bro. That shit's awful.
They're like, "That was you, you motherfucker."
Fucking son of a bitch. I quit that day.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, that's the only
That's
time. I hope.
wild. Yeah.
Thankfully, I never ruined somebody else, but at least I not that I know of. I'm sure I inadvertently ruined some shit that I didn't even know. But it is what
I
it
feel
is.
like, yeah, if you're gonna ruin a birthday, you can
At
ruin
least it
your
ain't
own. That's
home,
kind of like
right?
part
You
of
know what
the.
I mean?
Yeah, I don't see where that's a rule. I mean, that's why not?
Yeah, true.
I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
but
but yeah, man, I think we made it.
nice little quick pod. But it's our favorite time of the week. Burn, burn, burn.
You
Songs of the
know what I'm
week, bro.
saying?
What you got?
You know what I'm saying? I'm coming with some newness. Unfortunately, this is from a rapper that's late. Rest in peace, Juice World. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? I
yeah,
was always a fan. I know you weren't, but he's still making music past. Uh, I don't even know the word, but he's still making music apparently, or music is being released, and he's got
yeah.
a song with Young Thug called "Bad Boy," and it's a good song. So Juice World featuring Young Thug, "Bad Boy."
Okay, cool. Yeah, y'all know how I usually do. Bangs, bops, and slaps, and then I give you some reviews from the weekend, or if it was like some album. There wasn't really too many albums that dropped this week because we all early up in the year and everybody's kind of chilling. Also, is Drake gonna drop an album? I feel like he's not. I think he's okey doking us. I don't
I
think he's
think
dropping that album,
I
bro.
think that haircut. I saw a picture of someone's like, "Yo, he looks sad as shit." This
He
album's about to be
did.
really good.
Yes, that was funny. Yeah, I saw that too. But I'm like, I don't know if that shit coming out, man. It's fucking Drake, and he gonna drop a whole album that he can't really tour off until like maybe later in the year. You know what I mean? I don't know if he gonna. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think we get an album, but yeah. My songs of the week. I'm gonna go with my first one that bangs is gonna be "Masterpiece" by DaBaby. Shit's hard. I feel like people obviously always criticize him for having the same like type beats and type flow. I feel like the beat on this one's a little bit different. Um, so it's not like, oh man, it sounds exactly like a DaBaby song, but obviously it's still like high energy and he still got pretty much the same flow, which I don't get why people don't complain that Wiz Khalifa rap the same about the same shit every fucking song. I don't know why people pick these critiques for weird people. I don't understand it.
Well, I think with Wiz, he at least calls himself out on it. Like
Does he?
that makes yeah. He says he's like They say all I rap about is weed and champagne. If you was getting money, you'd say the same thing. Like,
Oh yeah.
you kind of.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like who cares? It's like they all only rap about certain things. I rather them rap about the shit they know than like start rapping like I don't know that start. I don't want to hear the baby rapping like Jay-Z telling me I should buy a Picasso to let the fucking interest compound on that shit. Like I don't need that. You know what I mean? That's not what I came
They
for.
call me the baby. Basquiat, Basquiat, Basquiat. They call me the baby. Basquiat paid.
Like I don't need that, bro. I just don't. But yeah, that's my song that bangs, my song that slaps. I'm gonna go with Flo Milli, Roaring Twenties. It's definitely a weird kind of song. Excuse me. Shouts to Kenny Beats. He be on the beats with the wild shit, but it has like, if I was a rich boy or rich whatever sample, and it's like da 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 da. You know what I mean?
Oh, from
But
Fiddler on the Roof.
yeah, yeah, it's fiddler. It's the fiddler on the roof like sample, which is fucking crazy. And yeah, but I feel like at first when I heard it, I was like, I don't know if I really like this, but then a couple more spins, I was like, okay, I fucks with it. And then my song that bops, I'm gonna go with Division. They dropped the deluxe version of their album from last year called Amuse and Her Feelings, and then they named the deluxe Amusing Her Feelings, but whatever. You could go check out the
Mm.
album; it's pretty good. But they dropped the deluxe. It was 4 songs, and the song that I liked the most from there was one with Miguel on it called "He Said," and I felt like it was pretty fucking good. So definitely check that shit out. There's obviously more shit that dropped over the weekend. Um, I don't even know where the fuck the dude's from, but Zayn. I don't know if he was in One Direction. I'm sure you don't know, but was Harry Styles in One Direction? I don't even know where these
Yeah,
white people be
yeah.
at.
You're asking the wrong cat.
Yeah,
Wrong
my
guy,
bad,
Poppy.
my bad. I think he was in one of them motherfucking groups. But yeah, he came out with an R&B album that was actually not that bad. So if you already fuck with One Direction for some reason, I would say check it out. But and then also if you just if you like R&B shit, I would say you could go R&B pop type slant. I would say check that shit out. And then also there was the 34 plus 35 remix, Ariana Grande and Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion. I don't think it was as good as the original. I feel like they kind of forcing these remixes now. You know what I mean? Like they just like get big people on there and then like not really see if the song actually kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? But it wasn't bad. I
Wait,
don't know if I'm gonna stop listening to the original to go to that one.
wait a minute. 34 plus 35.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
69.
69.
Yeah, because their whole
Nice.
album, I don't even know if I did an
Mm.
album review, but the whole shit horny. So like her whole shit horny. That's like I didn't talk about it, but Janelle Monet, not Janelle Monet, what Jasmine Sullivan whole album just horny. Everybody's just horny now. So
They're
people
locked
in
in the
people
house. You know what I'm
in
saying?
yeah, bro, locked in the house. Either you're locked in the house with your significant other and you're horny and you're having sex all the time, which is why me included, everybody's having babies, or or you ain't been around motherfuckers and you still horny as shit, and yeah, you just got to express it. And some people are expressing it with songs, even though I guess Ariana Grande got a man. I don't fucking know. I'm like, we're okay. Who knows? But yeah, that's
Can't
those
keep
are
up.
my
You know,
songs of the week.
she don't keep me in the loop. You know what I'm saying?
Ariana Grande got a pequeño circle, bro. See what I did
Yeah.
there?
Ah.
Yeah, there you go.
I fuck with it. I see it. You know what I'm saying? I still think her hit song said bacon eggs, but you know what I'm saying?
Oh
I,
yeah, I forgot
I've
about
yet I've yet to been proven wrong. But yeah, man, shouts to that. I will I'm saying I've been already on some new music this year, you know what I'm saying? Already catching some
that.
newness, you know. We're still in the first month of the year. I'm already cracking new ones, so shouts to that.
Yeah, we didn't even really
Um
get into the real shit that's gonna drop this year, so that's what's up.
I mean I guess the wait, Man on the Moon, was that this year or last year, 2020?
That was right before the end
Uh
of the last year.
Okay, yeah, so don't count. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
That shit's still hard. I'm bumping that. But yeah, man, shouts to the music, man. Shouts to the vibes. Shouts to you, man, putting up with me week in and week out. You know what I'm saying? Someone's gotta do it. Shouts to the sponsors, Sunday Scaries, man. They're showing some love. I made a little video for them today about beating the Scaries because they real. Sunday Scaries, little a miniature me inside of me is screaming like, yo, tomorrow's Monday. This shit sucks. I know a lot of the progressive world have MLK off, including you. So shouts to you on that. My company is, behind the times, but they'll get with it. But yeah, for the buckets, man, that, want to not spend full time on their total or spend full price on their total, they can go to Sunday Scaries and, use the promo code Bucket Up, get 20% off. Same with Daniel Phillip. 30% off, use promo code Bucket Up. You know what I'm saying? My birthday's coming up. You could buy yourself a watch for that reason.
Buy yourself, treat yourself for Jesse's birthday.
You know what I'm saying? And get a discount on me.
There
But
you go.
with that being said, Ty, for those that know where we at, you know what I'm saying? They know what to do. But for those that are new to the program, where can they find us?
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're listening to us on now. If you're watching us on the YouTube, what up? But if not, you can find us on various other podcast platforms. Be that our main squeeze, which is SoundCloud, or you can hit us up on Spotify. We're on Google Play. We're on Stitcher Radio. We are on Apple Podcasts, which is cool if you're on there with the iPhone homies. Make sure you leave us a review, 5 stars, write something nice. And actually, we actually got a review this week, right? I don't know who
Yeah, so shouts to
do we know
that.
who sent that motherfucker, or I don't even know.
I believe it was Danielle who no, I'm sorry, it's Haley actually.
Oh,
She works for Sunday Scaries. So shouts for
oh,
the crossover promotion on that, you know what I'm
nice.
saying? So shouts to that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then also, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people that are like, hey, I'm not into CBD, I'm not into jewelry. They just want to donate to the pod. We did finally make a Patreon. So, 20 cents to 2 billion, whatever you want to donate, you know what I'm saying? We'll get you
People
the
can
link.
donate 20 cents. Now I'm gonna get. I already know Kyle, who's listening. He's an avid listener to the show. Shouts to him. I can see him doing some fuck shit and like donate 20 cents or some shit as some joke. But yeah,
It adds up, you know what I'm saying? Do that 10
everything's
times.
appreciated. I guess.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And yeah. And that way we're gonna throw it in the production funds, and then you know what I'm saying, we can get the hot air balloon that we've been
Yeah.
trying to save
The
up
hot
for.
air
We're gonna
balloon.
do a
Yeah,
video.
help us.
We're gonna do like what's his name? Antonio Brown. We're just gonna show up to work in a hot air balloon and be like, hey, I'm sick.
Word, yeah. Give us some money so we can pay to get this stupid like Zoom shit off of our YouTube channel or whatever. Because you gotta
Yeah.
pay premium on Zoom to get your own branding. Fucking stupid.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like we
Nah.
already
We're
pay
gonna
you,
keep it
motherfucker.
in-house.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
fucking
Fuck.
jerks.
Damn.
But yeah, no, make sure you hit us up on Patreon if you want to. Feel so kindly to donate to the podcast if you want to keep the shit going. I mean, we were doing it for free anyway, but you know what I mean. If you want to be generous, we definitely would accept. But yeah, and then also if you want to hit us up on any of the social medias, make sure you follow us if you don't already. We're on Facebook, as just the Bucket Up Podcast, and then on Instagram where Jesse's over there putting the awesome content. Shit's been growing. We're at the Bucket Hat Boys. Follow us on there for all the funny memes. Jesse got the video. I saw the video recently of you with the what's it? We did the video recently of you with the fucking what's it called? The insurance, the car. What's it called? The
Oh, the
car extended
extended warranty?
warranty. Yeah. That
Yeah.
shit is hilarious. So yeah, definitely follow us on that shit. And then on Twitter, we're at Bucket Up Podcast. And you can follow us individually. The homie Jesse is at JB Speaks, and I am at Tylante, aka Brokey Robinson, right now. And you can just use that shit to interact with the show. Hit us up with questions, topics that you saw on the internet, fucking stupid tweets if you want us to talk about that shit on the internet. We didn't really talk about it this week. We could have got into it because I probably would have, if I'd have thought about it more, we could have put this on the show, even though we are trying to do it shorter. But the thing that been irking me all week is people not knowing, people getting mad about $15 minimum wage, and I don't understand that shit at all. But maybe we'll save that for next week. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I go on a
It's still
rant
gonna
about
be.
it, what's up?
It'll still be an issue. I'll say it'll still be an
It'll
issue
still be
next
an
week.
issue.
We
Yeah.
can, we can,
But
yeah.
if I talk about it now, then we won't have a short pod. at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So yeah, if you hit us up any of that stuff on Twitter, give us feedback. Should tell us shit of that you want to hear on the show and shit like that. Just let us know.
Yeah, man. Shouts to that. So for me, the Kid JB, for him, DJ Butter, for us, the Bucket Hat Boys, we on, we out. Enjoy your MLK Day and avoid the Sunday scaries. We out.